In one of your lives, you mentioned this quick story. You didn't really give any details about it, but you guys were at the swap meet and got into it with some dudes, and your homeboy got killed.
Oh, Big Milk, rest in peace. Dwayne Sims. Yeah, that was pretty traumatic, memorable moment in my life. I won't say no particular gangs.
How old were you when this happened?
I'm not sure. It was 1996.
Oh, okay.
Like I say, my last time paroling was in 99. So I went to prison shortly after this too. But I was on a run at the moment. It was in 1996, December 31st. Such a memorable date because I'm from 97th Street. And we had been long awaiting the arrival of 1997. So I can remember so many details of that day because it was New Year's Eve, 1996, and we had big plans. So we went to the swap meet, and I may have mentioned it in the 4 times telling the story, but I'm trying to be more appropriate with sharing information, and be more sensitive. So I would just say we bumped into some rivals. And as we bumped into the rivals, altercation took place. My homie got shot. And
This happened right in front of you?
yeah, right in front of me. Yeah, we was involved in a rumble together. It was 3-on-2. We approached 2 other individuals. I won't say we approached, but yeah, we just fuck all the details. We approached 2 other dudes from a rival gang, and which started a rumble. And throughout the process of us kicking some ass, they got the busing. And, and I had to stand there with my homie while the police were arriving and coming to tend to the situation. I had to hang with him as long as I could until someone that was familiar to he and I came to take over because I couldn't really afford to be there. I was on the run and there was a whole lot going on, but I couldn't leave him either. And I was there and it was like I'm watching him die, and there was a lady that kept telling me, she was like, "Baby, I'm a nurse. Talk to him, he can hear you. The hearing is the last thing to go." And even though he was dying, it was such an unfamiliar thing for me to deal with. I didn't realize he was dying. I remember going home, going to the hospital, talking to the people at the hospital. They said he was emergency surgery. They told me where he received the wounds, because when he was laying down there, I could only see like a little wound on his back arm. I thought he actually got hit in the upper torso. And he was laying on his stomach with his head to the side like this. And I found out he passed later on that night.
Damn.
Love you, Lo.
Man, how did that affect you?
Oh, it sent me on one. Like, I'm a retired ex-gang member. The process of becoming a VIP Hall of Fame gang member, I was kind of catapulted into the activity that arrived me there based on that incident. First of all, you got to realize the responsibility of me leaving the set with one of my G homies,
Right.
a brand name, Big Milk. If you judge my hood from First Street to 190, everybody know Big Milk. He a nigga that everybody was hurt to lose. Everybody missed and misses him. So when I'm his little homie, he was 27. When we go to the swap meet and everybody got to take my word for what happened, not only are you going to know that my word is what happened when I tell you, my activity gonna show you I'm with this shits.
Right.
Yeah. I felt like that was on me, you feel me? That's like it's my lost soldier.
You felt responsible for it?
Semi, or I felt like the perception would be that I was responsible. So, I just hated the fact that it was on my watch and people had to take my word for the details. Because actually Big Milk was outside of his character that evening, and that caused his own demise. He was typically a peacemaker in those type of situations, being that he was the G'er homie, the older homie, and we knew we were going into neutral territory where it was possibly enemies, and people shop, and we usually go in and out of there, and people mind their business. But because it was 1996, shout out Ray Dog from Six Deuce, he had just had the homie Milk on his feet really for the first time in his life. He was having money, doing things, and 1997 was coming. We was in the swap meet. He was having fun. His energy was up. He was doing things like acting like he finna steal a stack of clothes and making the Asian lady chase him, and then he turn around and show all his money. Like, "I'm just playing, mommy, I don't need it." And then even though he did that here and there, like everybody that worked in every booth in the swap meet knew him. So he was talking to everybody, playing with everybody. And then even though he had all that money and he didn't really want to, I remember he was really excited because he stole a beanie. You know, he just got sticky finger. He had a beanie, and he was like happy to have a beanie. We saw the rivals, and it was his energy that initiated the whole shit, which is not what he would usually do. He was just caught up, feeling himself. He got his 2 little lokes with him, and he initiated the little activity. We just followed suit. That's the big homie. We gonna, you know, and it went bad. And, you know, as far as the homies is concerned, they might wonder, guess, back then or whatever, but it was just like, I'm glad it was another homie there. At least it was our word, and that we didn't have to get our stories together. We both knew what happened.